Why is China suddenly talking peace? After years of aggression, tension, and silence, China now wants peace with India. Direct flights between India and China are resuming. Their ambassador says relations are getting better and better. Chinese President Xi Jinping wants the dragon elephant dance again. But the question is, why now? Why the sudden charm offensive? And more importantly, what's behind this handshake? China has finally sent back his ambassador to India after keeping the post vacant for about a year and a half. That's 18 months. And that, in diplomacy, is not just delay. That's silence. And now, suddenly, they want a dialogue. Direct flights between the two nations, suspended since 2020, are resuming. Chinese state media is full of phrases like strategic cooperation, shared interest, Asia should work together, and much more. Sounds familiar, right? Because it is. When China wants something, it smiles first. So why is Beijing smiling now? Let me tell you, it's not sentiment, it's not friendship, it's strategy. China is under pressure now. Its economy is slowing down. Unemployment among youth is over 15%. Foreign companies are leaving, and these were its internal problems. If you talk global, then there's tension with the United States, over Taiwan, over cyber espionage, over semiconductors, and Japan too is rearming. Meanwhile, Europe is cautious, and ASEAN nations are pointing away. In short, China can't afford more enemies at this point. And India, with its rising power, global influence, and stable leadership, is not a country Beijing wants on its strong side. So once again, they have changed their tone. But have they changed their intention? No. They really lives up to the Indian saying, a dog's tail can never be straightened. Their president calls it a dragon-elephant tangle. Their official says we must work together for the future of Asia. All very poetic. Except that Chinese troops still sit at the friction points of Demchok and Depsang. They haven't pulled back. They haven't disengaged. Even after 19 levels of commander-level talks, the key areas remains unresolved. And yet, China speaks of peace. Let me tell you, you don't call it peace when your boots are still on someone else's land. You don't. So what is this really? It's a pause or a carefully timed narrative shift, as we say it. They want to sound reasonable, global, but make no mistakes, take no step back. Let me tell you, that's not peace, it's optics. Let's not forget when in 1950s, India went out all its way to support China at the United Nations. Hindi Chini Bhai Bhai was more than just a slogan. It was our first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru's belief. The two nations were called out the best buddies. But what did China give in return? Betrayal. China invaded India in 1962. And what's more, in 2020, the Galwan Valley clash? And yet China calls it a mere misunderstanding. Since then, what have we seen? More talks, more military friction, more airfield construction, but less or nearly no trust. So when China speaks of peace, we should remember there's history behind the smile and its return in betrayal. And now our thing, what is India doing? We are not reacting emotionally. We are not celebrating any dialogue. We are choosing realism and nation over romance this time. Today's India has made its position very clear. Without the peace at the border, no peace talks can be done. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar said, peace and tranquility at the border areas is a prerequisite for normal relations. India is building, India is talking, but not trusting. Roads are being laid across Ladakh and Arunachal. Troop strength is increasing. Diplomacy is firm, not flattering. So while answering is this peace speech from China sincere or just a PR game, we should think about the timing. India is rising. The West is looking at India as its partner. Meanwhile, China, it's isolated. It's economically and internally shaken and diplomatically exposed. So China's peace speech is not a breakthrough, it's a pause to regroup, a pause to manipulate the global optics. And maybe, just maybe, to see how much is India willing to forget. But today's India doesn't forget. It documents, it builds, and it prepares. Let the world enjoy the headlines. We'll be busy reading the fine print. Because in diplomacy, smiles can be strategy, and silence can be strength. And as for trust, that walks in last, and only if invited. Thank you so much for watching.